Hello there. You probably didn't expect to hear my voice, and I didn't expect to hear my own voice in this video either. What ended up happening was I had most of the text complete, I had pretty much all the video lined up, I had most of the music selected, and then the video editor crashed on me, throwing about 2 hours of making all to waste on. And I got really mad because that was right now is a time where I have so much homework. I'm working until 12 just about every night, and losing 2 hours of working on a video got me pretty angry because now I had to put in delays and I couldn't post it that day and I had to remake it. And I decided to just do this instead because this is actually quicker than making text by multiple times. But the issue with recording like this is I only have certain moments when I am alone at my house and I can record without interruption, and this is one of those moments. I can do it very quickly, just like this, get it recorded, post it, but with text, I can do text anytime, it just takes longer. Along with, I figured out that there is an autosave on the program I'm using to edit videos, which is AVS Video Editor. I don't know why they didn't turn it on for default, or by default, because that, I don't understand why they wouldn't have that turned on automatically. But I have it turned on now, so this won't happen again. But I'm gonna have a vote. If you guys like to hear my voice more in the background of a sped up NFC survival video, I'll be talking about NFC at the same time as talking about the video, which the intro of this I'm not gonna be talking much, just because I'm explaining the situation and the vote. So I'll focus on the video in a moment. But yeah, that's what happened, and again, it won't happen again because I have the autosave on, so which do you guys prefer? Do you want me to talk in the background while this is sped up and talk about the video and future NFC, or have text with sound effects, because sound effects aren't going to happen in this? Now, I was about to heat up some bronze there, or create some bronze, and I hit tier 2 right there as I found that chest, because I happened to find boron outside, because I remembered, hey, there's a dungeon outside as I was walking out there to go get stuff to eat from the farm I created, because I'm only on half health there. So I was expecting to hit tier 2 once I got the bronze, but that boron happened to get in the way. So I hit tier 2 around, I would say about 25 minutes have passed, and that's about good, you know, around a little bit less than a half an hour you hit tier 2, that's about the correct time. Now hitting tier 3, I want to be a little bit more than an hour, or between 1 hour and 2 hours. It could be a decent range there. You know, I don't think that's too difficult. I also find some cheese, which I am not sure if I'm going to edit that or not, and I'll start talking about the future updates, next 3 updates specifically. First, for 1.8.5, I plan to do a small update. That is going to happen. The next 2 updates, I'm not sure which is going to happen first, but they're both going to go hand in hand. One is going to be the vegetation update, and the other one's going to be the survival update. This was voted by you guys, and I have formulated how I'm going to do this. Now, I have sort of created a formula for how I'm going to rebalance survival and what you can get in nature, I guess I'd call it, like food-wise. Or just plant-wise. I'll be adding in a few more plants just for aesthetic reasons. Now here in the video, I built a little wall there that won't block spiders, but it'll block everything else as I'm mining. This is super temporary. But the idea behind this vegetation and survival update, I'm going to give it to you in a super concept form, where I've created a formula, in a sense, of how I'm going to balance everything. On one side, and we'll just have one thing on one side of this equation, will be, and I'll have this posted on the bottom of the video. On one side of the equation will be how much more health you'll have. Those 20 hearts of health you have will be transformed into something more like maybe 100 units of health, but it still was represented by your 10 units of, or 10 hearts down there. So each half heart would be worth 5 units instead. And it probably might be decimal based too. So you might be displaying 8 hearts, which means you might have 75.67 blah 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 actual health units. So you won't know the exact numbers behind what your health is. You only have estimations, and the same will go for hunger, and I'll explain how that will work in a moment. But the basic equation is how much health you end up having on one side will result from the amount of more mobs I might add in, like hostile mobs or less food-giving mobs, times how badly hunger will affect you, times any improvements to the mob's fighting abilities. Like I might make the zombies reach a little bit farther again, because that's what made zombies scary in alpha, and they're not scary in beta. Times how much stuff you might lose. Now here's where dying is going to be really frightful, because if you die, what I'm going to do is you're not going to drop all of the stuff in your inventory anymore. You might drop 90% of the things, or this also might depend on your difficulty. Like if you're on hard, it might be only 75% of the stuff you have in your inventory right now you drop if you die. And all of this will be divided by how much more food you get on the surface. Like I might end up adding a bunch more types of fruits or vegetables you could find in the ground, or certain vegetation or stuff that animals give off that gives you more food. So you might be saying some of those things up here are going to be really hard. Well, if they are going to be really hard, either I'm going to make vegetation at the top like really easy to get, or health, you're going to have a lot of health and it's going to be really hard to kill you, but when you do, it's going to be very hard on you because you lost all that stuff. Now here on the server, a guy has joined me, and this is just proof that not only one person plays on the server, because normally everyone joins by themselves. And people claim that they've never seen anyone on the server, anything built on the server, and I assure you, like, around 10 to 15 people join a week, they just never see each other, because school, and we all seem to build kind of far apart, because if you're a smart person, you never really build at spawn. Sorry. And so, I mean, we never have really seen each other. I've built right at spawn, so then people immediately see my stuff. Also, when I went out to check on my farm, some guy named Thorhalor took my stuff. And I'm going to say, please don't mess with anything I build. I'm trying to make a survival series here to accurately test how far I develop. And if you end up taking all my food or something that I'm growing on a farm, I'm just going to ban you from the server. I'm not going to ban that guy because I don't know if I said that last video. I don't think I did. But please don't mess with my stuff. So, in the video here, I have been exploring. I've gotten to tier 2. I've got both brass and bronze now. I have gotten severely damaged by going into the mobs, or just going in the caves mobs. And this is where I find out that guy just took my wheat, and I was like, come on. So yeah, please don't do that, because that messes with what I'm trying to do here, make a accurate survival playthrough. This video, without being sped up, was approximately 30 minutes long, and that added on to the previous video means 50 minutes. So I am starting to get into that tier 3 range where it has not been an hour yet, but between 1 hour and 2 hours is where I hope to find tier 3 medals on a consistent basis. So, hopefully next video, I'll probably find tier 3 by the looks of it, because I've got a decent amount of tier 2 stuff now. And in the next video, I'll go further in depth with my explanation with this vegetation and survival update.